Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for the third title from DSTLRY. This is Blasphemous. Blasphemous? I'm not sure exactly how to say the title, but it definitely, you know what it's a play on. This is written with art and colored by MIRKA Andolfo. We also have colors by Gianluca Papi and letters by Fabio Amelia. Now, as I mentioned, this is the third title from DSTLRY. So I was very excited to check it out. I will say, going into this one, this was not one of the standout stories for me when I read The Devil's Cut. And I just mean that I think some of it didn't fully connect with me. I was a big fan of the art, but the overall story, so I was definitely looking forward to, reading the full issue or a full issue of the story, just to see where things would kind of play out. So, for from international superstar Mirka Andolfo comes a new horror comedy that only Andolfo can deliver, asking the question, how many fans is your soul worth? In a world where pop stars have ascended to divinity and the masses bow in veneration to a new generation of viral superstar, angels and demons thrive on this exaltation and revel in this spotlight that grants them unimaginable power. Clelia, the reigning queen of pop, uh, finds her throne shaken by a newcomer, radiating with enigmatic charm as her fans waver and the public eye threatens to wander. Clelia and her demonic agent, Father Lev, are thrust into a battle for dominance on this accelerating stage of music and mysticism. How far will they go to defend her reign and unravel the mystery of this sensational new threat, mixing the sacred and the profane? Harvey Award winning American Dolfo effortlessly merges the mythology of urban fantasy of American gods with the sardonic wit of The Good Place in a brand new dark series featuring stunning visuals and narrative. That intensity set in the glittering world of pop music. So I think one of the disconnects for me was I'm not the biggest music person, and I'm not the biggest I don't follow stars, like music stars like that. I think that's part of the disconnect for me. Um, Although the concept seems very cool and everything, like I said, it just didn't fully. Uh, the story itself and the premise was kind of the thing I was struggling with a little bit. Uh, but I wanted to check this out anyways, and this first issue is actually very good. I don't know that it is exactly for me, like the things that I enjoy reading as far as the types of stories or the themes and everything. But I think it's a very well executed first issue. Uh, it's first of all, the colors in this book are incredible. We have some preview pages that I'll show, but the way that it's stylized with this, the character designs and the colors, and just the world that is built, the contrast between some of the light and some of the darker moments, and then of course, as I mentioned, as the synopsis mentioned, this is a comedy. So it is definitely full of characters that are very witty. There's a lot of dialogue, and I mean a lot of dialogue. That was also something that kind of I bumped into a little bit. I don't like turning a page and just seeing word bubbles all over the place. Um, that's just to me, like to my brain, it's hard to process sometimes, and just kind of lose track of where the conversation should be going. But like I said, I think that's more of a personal preference. We have some really gnarly imagery. There's some really I don't want to say violent because I don't think they're violent acts that happen here, but they're definitely very much in your face about a lot of things. This book is not afraid to go to those places, and it definitely shows. So, would I recommend this book for sure? I think it is something that is outside the norm, and I think it's, like I said, a beautifully put book together. So, speaking of that, let's take a look at some of the preview art here. We have a couple of pages that I was able to pull from the preview and online. And you can see here that I wanted to put these two together because of the contrast. One of the really cool things that I think Andolfo really has taken advantage of the extra wide page, right? These pages are a little wider because it's the magazine format for the distillery. And just the contrast between these two images, like, we say what you will about the story, these just would be like really cool looking posters on your wall. And like I said, really cool character designs, really interesting um, approaches to how these characters interact with each other and their motivations. But like I said, not totally for me. This might be something I revisit once it's collected, because I think that'll actually read very well, and I'll be able to kind of get past all my qualms in one go. And the story's been doing such a good job of putting out these really interesting books. I'm a big fan of Gone, also a big fan of Somna. So like, this is the first title that uh, I didn't really fully connect with, and that was kind of the case when the Devil's Cut came out. I wasn't a big fan of all the stories that were in that preview. Uh, so I expected to bump into some things when I came to some of these items. But either way, beautiful work by MIRKA ANDOLFO and the team. And I think this is going to be very exciting. The people that are able to connect with this, I think they're going to love this in a way that this is something they've probably been looking for a long time. So if you're one of those people, let me know what you thought about this book down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here on the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.